What's up guys, thanks for stopping in and checking out a brand new video. This video is to tackle two issues. First off, I wanted to send my condolences to the DoorDash driver's family who was murdered after trying to deliver a simple order. The article will be here and I'll have the link down below if you guys want to get more details from it. From what I could see, it looks like he was found in his car, multiple gunshot wounds. He was a father of four. Investigation is still pending as to what really happened, but this brings me to the second part of why I'm making this video. And this is to pretty much address CORNERSHOP and a lot of the other apps that aren't being transparent when it comes to certain information. So CORNERSHOP, namely, they don't show you exactly where you're going. They'll tell you the miles from the grocery store, but they don't actually give a physical address, nor do they give you a map view so you can pretty much try to decipher it for yourself. Now at INSTCART, they don't give you the physical address either before you accept an order, but the map view allows you to zoom in and you can determine what neighborhood that is. You can see if it's going to be a home or if the silhouette of the complex looked like an apartment or maybe a business. And from there, you can determine whether you're going to accept the order or move on to something else. When I did the town hall meeting and we spoke to CORNERSHOP, having more visibility of the areas we're going to drop off to was one of the biggest things that people talked about, as well as being able to see the items we're going to go pick up. Every app is going to have their problem, and I still do CORNERSHOP orders, but I think these changes would be so beneficial for a lot of other shoppers. For one, now that they have teamed up with Costco, we all know Costco can have large things in bulk. You might not be physically capable to carry as many things that some people might order from Costco. Yes, they're sending you in for 5 items, but what if those 5 categories are all water and soda and they need multiple things of that? Just like Instacart, you can have 5 items in many different units, which means they can say they want 1 case of water, 2 things of different types of soda, but they need 3 units of each. I know a lot of shoppers, myself included, we aren't as young anymore, and we want to be careful as to which orders we take, because as we know, injuries and downtime are not something that are covered by these apps. So I really hope CORNERSHOP considers showing us the items that we're going in for, as well as showing us a general location as to where we're dropping these off at. Case in point, Dimples on Demand just shot a video named CORNERSHOP Is It Worth It? And one of her biggest things for working the app was not being able to see where she was going. In the orders that she did, she stressed how these drop-off locations are places she normally wouldn't do in Instacart because she can see the drop-off location. Those areas are a little bit more rough and unsafe, so she tends to stay away from them. On top of that, a few of her drop-offs were routing her through toll roads. And from what she said in the video, CORNERSHOP does not pay parking, nor does it pay toll roads. So knowing that, why would we be routed to areas that are diminishing our earnings? So whatever I'm making from that order, I'm gonna have to minus the tolls, which I find really funny because Uber, when I go through tolls for them, I actually get a kickback on the tolls at the end of my week or at the end of the night in some cases. And unless I went a little loony in the past couple hours, I think Uber is over CORNERSHOP, like they own that company. So the fact that Uber Eats and Uber can cover tolls and CORNERSHOP can't cover those extra expenses, I don't understand that. But aside from that, all that can be avoided if we just had the choice or the say-so into which orders we're gonna take because we know where they're going. Now, when this was brought to CORNERSHOP's attention during the town hall meeting that I attended many months ago, the reason they said that they don't show customers' location is because of privacy, which is another thing I really don't understand, because if we take a look at Instacart, yes, Instacart does not show you the customer's physical address before you accept the order or the batch. They normally have the map that lets you zoom in and out to determine whether or not that's an area that you want to go to. You can see more of the general location, not the exact customer's address. Now, once you accept the order, you can actually see exactly where the order is going to be dropped off to. So to my thing on that is, whether I accept the order and then see the physical address and complete it, or accept the order, see the physical address and cancel it because it's just not something I'm willing to do, we're going to see the address. You hired us, you background checked us, you should trust us enough to get the job done. We're just trying to do the best we can to look out for our physical safety. The sad part about this DoorDash article is that this actually happened in broad daylight. I know a lot of times we're so worried about what's going on at night, and from the photos that I'm seeing, it looks like there were a few homes around. So my plea to CORNERSHOP, as well as to all these other apps, if we can just have a little bit more transparency on things that we feel are important to us to keep us safe. Just the other day on my Facebook feed, this article came up, and this was actually right here in Texas.
Charges after police say she attacked a person delivering groceries. 43-year-old Christian Blanchard is also charged with assault causing bodily injury and interfering with an emergency request for assistance. KLTV7's Aaron White spoke today with the victim, who wants other delivery drivers to be aware.
I try not to have contact with customers. I just leave it at the doorstep, knock on the door, go get back in my car and leave.
But Blanchard's order included alcohol. That meant Megan had to meet her in person to scan her ID. So she knocked on the door and
It was actually a woman wrapped in a towel, and she was hysterically crying. And she said, "I'm so glad you're here. You have saved my life. Can I have a hug?" As I hugged her, that's when she dragged me into the home and got me by my wrist and in a position that I was unable to get away from her. And she pulled me all the way through the back of the house and took me into her bedroom.
After having her hair pulled and being choked, Megan was able to get a free hand and call 911. That's when she says Blanchard grabbed her phone and threw it across the room. Eventually, she was able to get free.
I ran through the house towards the front door. As I got there, there was about 5 or 6 deadbolts on the door that were all locked. So I got to about the 3rd one, got them unlocked, and she caught back up to me, got back on my back.
Tyler police say they responded to the call around 11:50. Andy Erbaugh said when officers arrived on the scene, they could hear yelling from inside the residence, and upon entry said they found Blanchard on top of the victim. Megan says she's sharing her story to remind other delivery drivers to be careful.
I also felt like something this crazy could never happen to me doing this, and it was completely safe. You have to be aware. Just always stay cautious. Try to not have contact with customers as much as possible.
So this brings me back to my original point. We are faced with a lot of odds stacked against us every day as we're going up to random strangers' homes with each and every trip. I actually have this video here where I drove out into these weird backwoods kind of place to deliver something, and it had a gate that closed in behind me. So it was pretty much up to the residents if I was going to get in or out of there. I know this sounds a little far-fetched and maybe the scene of some kind of horror movie, but in some cases this could be someone's actual reality. I'm not sure exactly what all you guys do to keep yourself safe, but I do hope you carry something with you from your car to the customer's door, and if nothing else, do take your phones with you. So CornerShop, if you're watching, as well as any of the app developers out there, I know you guys check in on our channels quite often. I would just hope that you take this to heart and do look into giving us more tools that we can use to better determine what orders we take based on our safety. I love to discuss this topic with you and hear your comments down below, so don't forget to drop them, as well as giving this video a like, and if you are new, don't forget to subscribe. I do hope you guys stay safe, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.